Hi everyone, I'm a Name Babbler and welcome back to RimWorld. Last episode, we started a surgery on Phil to give him an Archotech leg to replace his peg leg. And I ended that episode with a cliffhanger on purpose. Sorry. And we're going to see what happens in just a second. But first, quick recap. Where's Tiffy? Tiffy joined our colony. She is a 7-year-old kid, and she's going to be working on plants and stuff for us. Our base is being built a little further. We have Devil's Strand being harvested. Reg is back. Andra is still at that other base right here where we're going to haul all of this back. We'll be able to do that this episode. But for now, let's play. All right, Phil. Are you getting your Archotech leg or what? Here we go. She finished. Okay. He has an Archotech leg. So instead of his peg leg, he has an Archotech leg. Now he's going to need to heal up. He's going to be sedated for the next 2 days. So we'll have to keep him fed and whatnot, but then we'll see how his movement is. Prior to this operation, he had a movement of 41%. Not exactly sure what it's going to be now. All right. Okay, so for this episode, goals are cleaning up random stuff, putting out that fire that just started. Really kind of clean up. Clean up. We want to harvest this Goronlin pod. And we want to plant it somewhere because we want the dryads that it'll be able to create for us. We can make all different types that are haulers, types that are tanks or DPS or whatever. So I want to kind of have that option because hauling is always a problem. And if it just has to be, we get dryads, just have to keep them fed. That's a lot easier than having another colonist that has to be fed and they need their recreation and they need to not get into fights with people and all that kind of stuff. So that's what we're going to experiment with at some point soon. So Tiffy is watching work to be performed. So she's going to come over here. I guess she can't actually do it yet. I thought she could actually do the growing and whatnot. So she's watching Reg. Watching work be performed, it says. Okay. I really want to get out of that area, so I'm just going to probably go ahead and do a bunch of caravans back and forth just to get that out of the way. Phil is no longer incapable of walking. Here he is. Well, he's kind of hurt still. He's woozy. So it looks like he's woozy. We're going to see when he's fully healed what this actually means for his movement. he's throwing up while he plays horseshoes. Sounds like he's fun to be around right now. Wow, they really are building this perimeter. My goal is that they don't really need to leave this very often. And this is the whole area to defend. Because what's going to happen is as we start to get more wealth and as we start to get more value, the raids are going to get harder and harder and bigger. So we need to be able to funnel people. So I'm leaving these gaps purposefully so we can kind of like funnel them. At some point we'll make turrets and stuff like that, but for now we don't need to worry about that. Okay, so Tiffy was watching the work. Now she's actually doing the work. What's going on here? Okay, we have a problem. The geothermal generator is broken down. The problem we have with that is that it's 250 degrees in this room. So I think if somebody goes in there, they'll pretty much immediately die. So I had that idea to make a vent right here. We have to try it because we need our generator. I can't like shut it down because the geyser is in here and it's in an enclosed room, I guess. I don't know. Where's the vent? Where are vents? I don't know where they are in here. Temperature maybe? Yeah, temperature. So here's a vent. We're going to put one right here. And we also have to work on beds for animals. So he's going to deconstruct that wall, I think, to make the vent. And we're going to monitor this. So it's 221 degrees in this room. I'm actually concerned that he's going to, this is Zega, not Zyph, that, no, don't go in there. Don't go in there. Don't go in there. No. So now it says it's outdoors. I'm looking in the bottom right. Now it says indoors 70 degrees. Outdoors 85. Alright, quest available. Tonic Met's prisoners. Remo, a baron of the Exodus Empire, seeks your help. Tonic Met's royal archaeologist recently extracted 2 prisoners from an ancient crypto-sleep vault and intend to question them. To keep the prisoners secret from court rivals, Tonic Met wants you to hold them for 23 days. If I do this, I will become an ally with them. "23 days. Okay. But we need to figure out this before we go any further. There's where is the roof? So you see how there's no roof here. This is a removed roof area, which I thought would mean that any kind of heat from this geothermal generator would just go straight up and out. I don't know why, but when I remove this wall, it went from being 220 degrees inside to 70. I mean, so part of me just says, do I just leave this wall like that? Well, no, that's not a good statement. My problem is I just don't want them to get fried. Okay, we're gonna make a wood door here. Where are those people? Okay, so now I made that door. Deconstruct that. I mean, I am going to make a vent here, just because something's going to change when I do this. I know something's going to change. Fluff is back. Zago, where are you? There you are. Okay. A vent has been made. Now, how do we replace broken components? I didn't realize that we were going to have to do this and replace broken components. How many are we talking? We only have 8 components and 5 advanced. One component it took. Okay, so this is now working again. And the temperature's rising. But it's stabilizing. I think this vent may have worked. Okay, so now... Okay, it did work. So now I don't have to fear sending them in here for repair work because it's not 230 degrees, 220 degrees. Alright, so we solved the problem with the geyser. We could now allow this door again because they can go in there now. It's fine. Zyph is going crazy cooking. I want 100 pieces of food. We need to make another trip to the other outpost here. I don't want fluff. How about we do... What do we want? How about Reg? And rice. That works. Wow, okay, this is only going to take a few trips now. All right. So what did we say our goals were, right? We need to make some beds for animals. How many animals do we actually have? We have quite a few now. This pen is going to need to be made much larger. And we actually have the wood to do it now because of what we did at that spot. I'm a little concerned about feeding all of these animals, so I'm probably going to let them just roam free for a lot of the time. But we want a pretty large pen. So I'm gonna make a pretty large pen. Okay. wooden fence. We need a couple. I want one like right by the wall so they can come into a door and make it in. What is that? Confusion. Vaharat, that's one of the prisoners. He's confused. Well, you should be, because you were on a shuttle. You were passed out. We captured you. You have no idea where you are. There's no windows in this room. And so that's just the predicament you find yourself in right now. All right, so we want a fence. I want one close to the wall here, because we're probably going to put a door right around here, so we can come in with caravans and whatnot. But I want another one. We could put one over there too. We got to finally get our animals sorted. So we have a couple of access points. Once this new pen is created, we'll decommission this wall. We'll make a little pen marker there. We're going to move their beds to this corner because it's sand. We're going to actually put hay down, straw matting. The thing about animals I need to see here is I wonder if it's in the help. Or maybe I could look at straw matting and see. So straw matting is for use in animal barns. It's cheap and accepts very little filth. I think the thing with this is it's always going to be filthy, but it won't ever get incredibly filthy. Which means, should I put it throughout the entire area, except for where they're grazing? Maybe. For now, we're just going to put it where they're sleeping. We have 278 cotton. Oh, that's why my keyboard wasn't working. Because I'm typing in this learning helper up here. Oh yeah, last episode we made 4 hospital beds. It's really going to help at recovery. Okay, straw matting. We already already flagged it. We need 2 hay of 135. So she's building granite walls, which is good. They take a while to build, but once she's done with that, she's going to have a lot of time to spend doing this thing over here. Zyph is still cooking like crazy. Andra is here. I think we'll make a couple more good trips and then be done. And the fact that this is where our building materials are may not be a good spot for them. If I really truly want to have a good surplus, then I don't need it to be in our our interior room that is for like treasure and stuff that we readily need access to. So I think I'll probably make a room right here. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll make a room right here that is where we put building blocks and that sort of thing. I like that idea that I just had. We'll have to mine that. Because I have a vision. I have a vision. We'll do something like this. Do something like this for blocks. And building material. So it's in the base, but not exactly. It's not taking up room. It's close enough by. It's close by. We can stockpile there. It's close to where we're producing them. Where's Fluff going? Fluff is going here to clean dirt. So, I mean, so she's cleaning the entire map. How do I make it that she doesn't clean the entire map? Is that possible? Assign. I don't think it's... I think only if I tell her she can't go certain places would she then stop. It's kind of fine. I'm just going to leave it alone. But I probably should reprioritize her for maybe hauling instead of just cleaning. You know what? I'm going to keep her as cleaning. She's doing a good job. So this wall, she's almost built it. I mean, kinda. Let's do the straw. That's all the hay I had? That can't be right. I think it is, though. Grow zone. We need a big grow zone for hay. I may just want to expand this one. I don't know about that. I'm going to have to think about that. Okay, so the geothermal generator is 105 degrees inside. I wonder if the heat was an indicator of some sort of malfunction. I mean, it's a steam geyser, so steam is 212 degrees, you know. But maybe the vent is what fixed it. I'm just gonna call it that. Okay. So far, so good. There, they made it. They just made it. Right when I was looking, let's turn right back around. Get rid of... Andra's gonna stay here. She's doing fine. We can carry another 774 kilograms. We're gonna take... granite. We can take 619. So we only need maybe 5 or 6 more trips, maybe. We're probably not going to take everything. Maybe we'll do one more trip with granite and then a couple of trips with marble and so on. The other thing we've kind of forgotten about are these crypto caskets over here. We're being raided by the Gooink, of course. They're attacking immediately. And there are 5 of them. Wow, that's way more than we usually get. Alright. Tiffy, I need you to go into the armory and get safe. Fluff and Zyph. Zega. Bill is gonna have to be a fighter now, actually. He normally wasn't because he didn't have any real ability to get anywhere. Galvin, Alessia. We have a couple people out of the mix here. Okay. Do we have any animals that are violent that I can use my war cry on? There's an emu. What do these guys have? Let's assess that. They all have machine guns. This guy has Molotov cocktails, a steel knife, auto pistol, and frag grenades. This is going to be a tough fight. And since they're starting immediately and I don't have my walls here, I can't funnel them anywhere. And I have no real cover. So I may need to draw them kind of into the base more. All right, this is going to be kind of tough. Let's see. They're going that way. There's 5 of them. Okay, there's 5 of them. Okay. Let's say Martin, Galvin. We don't have any cover. Of course, they would attack right when I was about to get my perimeter set up and all that. That's all right. That's part of the game. We're going to set up kind of a crossfire semicircle. And I don't know if they're going to break this way or break straight down. They're probably going to break to their left, to the right, their left. So let's get in range, which would be right around here for Zega. Come on, get Fluff up in there. And Zyph. No. This is not how we're doing this. We're going to focus fire. You 3 on this. 1 right here. Galvin, Martin, and Fluff. Martin, I need you to take 2 steps back. Okay, he just threw a frag grenade at Alessia. Alessia's going to come up there. Zega's going to go down there. We're going to see if we can avoid that. Uh-oh. Fluff, get out of the way. Move. Oh, Fluff. Ah. Fluff got hurt bad. Fluff, you need to run. Okay. Let's get Zega that way. What I'm hoping for is that I can draw them, kill enough of them that the rest of them flee. Fluff is in trouble. Okay, we got 2 dead. I want to reposition. I think if we kill Paolo, the others will leave. Zyph, are you a good medic? Zega is. Where is Zega? Oh, right there. I want Zega to go heal Fluff. I don't want to lose Fluff. Kill this Paolo guy, and I think we're okay. Okay, so Zega's running in. Zega is going to tend to Fluff. Zega's a pretty good doctor. These 2, Martin and Galvin, are going to kill Paolo, and I think that means the other 2 will run. But in the meantime, Zyph is just going to kind of draw the fire from Oinker here and run where appropriate. So, like, there's a frag grenade. Now Zyph's going to run. Okay, he did it. He's good. Okay, so pigskins are fleeing. but we're all going to kill this Oinker guy. Good. All right. Oinker is dead. Fluff is being tended to, but she's going to die in 7 hours. She'll be fine. Zega's on the case. Martin got hurt, but he's just has a gunshot in the right leg. He'll be fine. Galvin, how are you? You're beating out a fire, so sounds like you're good. Zyph is fine. Zega is fine. Phil actually just was standing here with his short bow, so whatever. And Alessia, that's the other one. Where'd she go? Where'd I bring her? Oh, I brought her in here to reposition, that's right. She needs to go into here, and in fact, Fluff needs to go into a hospital bed. Yeah. Zega, you need to heal Fluff and Alessia. Okay, Zega's doing a good job. Looks like we have a pretty good amount of medicine, so that's good. How's Fluff? So Fluff's left shoulder was shredded. Left hand was shredded. Rib cage was cracked. Torso was shredded. Minor blood loss. And now Alessia is being healed up too by Zega. Looks like we're doing good. I will say this, we only have 2 medicines left. We had 12 in stock prior to this whole thing. So we only have 2 left. So I have it set to make 20. I'm gonna have it set to keep in stock 40. We need to buy more neutroamine. What is it called? Neutroamine. Neutroamine. Oh hey, this pig had a component on them. 8 of them, 8 components. Okay. Well, we did well there. I think we did pretty well there. The thing we need is we need a better cover. And it's just kind of luck of where they spawned. They spawned in the worst possible, most vulnerable spot for us, which was probably on purpose. They actually do seem to be healing a little quicker, more quickly in these hospital beds. I don't know why Phil is sleeping in here. He doesn't have a legitimate room, I guess. We have to fix our base a little bit here. Oh, a donkey just gave birth. While in the caravan. Well, that's a eventful caravan. Building some straw matting. Fluff is fully healed. Now, that actually was fast. Considering how hurt she was. Now, what are the lasting effects, though? She has a shredded scar on her left torso. Some scarification on her torso, left shoulder, left eye, right eye. Some things are aching. She has some pain. Nobody tended to poor Martin. He had a gunshot wound in his right leg. Here's the caravan. I do want to make them spin right back around. Let's take, who is it again? Oh, I can't yet because they're not fully back, I guess. That doesn't make sense. Why can't I select Reg? I think because they had to latch them onto, bring them into this pen. That's what it was. You've detected a gold mining worksite nearby controlled by the Tasman people. Oh good, it's right where the other one I'm gonna get. It's only 66 gold. But whoever, I'm just gonna go ahead and take both of those. There's Rice. Okay, she's gonna bring him in here. Good. Okay, now we can take him again. Right? Yeah, okay. Rice. Reg. Our little donkey. Our alpaca. It's better having two people gathering them up for a caravan. Alessia is in a break. Why is she in a break? She's in serious pain. Pods arrive. Blue has contacted you. 6 days ago, you helped her in desperate circumstances. Since then, she has gotten back on her feet. And now she wants to reward you properly. She is sending you the following via drop pod. Right in the middle of the pen? What is this? A biomutation lance. A limited use psychic effector. It twists and reshapes the musculature of the target, causing them to transform into a terrifying creature. This biomutation lance was crafted from a broken shard of dark archotechnology. Seems dangerous. And then we have a prestige marine helmet. A marine armor helmet with built-in status computer and layered plasteel weave plates. Expensive and beautiful prestige armor like this is usually made for those of high status. Embedded Eltex threads also enhance the wearer's psychic sensitivity. And then a psychic animal pulsar. A one-use broadwave psychic effector, the psychic pulse fills lower minds with terrifying imagery, driving all animals in the region into a manhunting rage. Animals currently under your control will not be affected. Okay, so that's just mayhem, if need be. Who is going to wear this helmet? Does it slow you down to wear it? I guess not. Who gets to wear this helmet? If Andra was here, I'd be giving it to her. I kind of feel like she's like our... Yeah, I mean, she has 16 in shooting. Fluff, though, I mean, Fluff is really kind of crazy. She has 16 shooting, 18 in melee. She's like a combat medic. Let's protect her. It's going to be way different than your little cowboy hat you've had on. I may not like it. Let's see. There she is. She took off her hat. Look at that. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. Okay, so I mapped this out. I mean, I just was kind of lazily mapping out. It's 23 by 15. I actually think I'm just going to stick with it. We're just going to put the blocks in here. So what goes in here is blocks. Stone blocks. Take them out of here. I might put wood in there too, actually. So stone blocks. Probably want to be a little more strategic about this. It's a pretty large room. Dark visions. Alessia has become overwhelmed with horrible visions, rambling about things that only she can see. She will snap out of it in a few hours. She was in a bad mood because of awful hospital. You know why? Because it's ugly. Because of these blocks. I'm making Galvin haul some things because I want to get these other things into. So cannot haul the biomutation lance. No empty accessible spot configured to store it. Well, what is it? It's a weapon, isn't it? What would I need to be able to store it? Oh, you know what? It needs to go in this room. That's what it is. And it can't because this room is filled up. But it won't be soon. Shamblers are approaching. A group of 2 shamblers. They will decompose in 15 hours. So I'm leaving them alone. This is too big of a room. I need columns, I think, to make roofs. Roofs. Where are columns? Here's a column. Oh, that'll work. Okay, so once they're done here, I'll be able to do that. All right, so we're making headway on everything that we want to make headway on. This pen is a goal. All this stuff was resewn. We gotta bury these guys. Tiffy, how you doing, Tiffy? Let's see, you're at 74 learning. She's already at level 2 when it comes to plants. Tiffy's fitting right in. What's Phil up to? Milking a cow. Yeah, so it would be all better if we had everybody in here. So it's pretty dirty in this prisoner's room. They just dropped the food in there. I guess we could clean the barracks for them. There. Okay. I'm just prioritizing hauling all this stuff. I was waiting for Rice and Reg to leave. Yeah, you're only going to make a couple more trips, guys, and then we're out of here. So Fluff cleans actually the entire map, not just the areas where you're living. Okay. Okay, so talking a little bit further here. I want there to be pathways with what are they called? Flagstone. It'll be faster for them to get around if I'm able to do that. Okay, they're here. Turning right back around. Andra, you stay. This time, are we taking all the granite? Yeah, that's all the granite. And we'll take some slate, and then we're going to make another couple of trips. This is great. Where is the columns? Sandstone column. Now I know the wall itself will allow for the ability to build the roofs, and then that little circle there is what will be from this column. We got to figure out the center of that. So this is what, 23? So it would be 21. The center's 21. This has a radius, so a what, of 6. So we're going to go there. I mean, it's going to overlap anyway, so who cares? You know what, let's just do that. we should also let them kind of, instead of expanding on other things, I'm just going to let them kind of finish their projects they're working on. So see like how Zega is building. This is perfect. It's exactly what we want. There's the pen marker, so now I can destroy this pen marker whenever this pen is done. I want Zega to finish this wall, this perimeter wall. We'll have a proper prison right here. And then, you know, like finishing this, cleaning up, harvesting. Caravan is back. I mean, this is all going to be hay. Growing hay. Because I don't know what the upper limit is. I don't know how much I really need for these animals. Wait, it said a roof has collapsed? Wait. Oh wait, pause. We can't have a cave in here. No, they're not removing the roof area. And they're gonna get hurt. Okay, after one more trip, I think we're going to go attack those other two things, but we need to see what happens here first. We're going to send Reg and Rice. And I mean, is this going to be our last trip? Martin? No, we're not going to take Martin. Fluff. We'll take Fluff. We'll take Alessia. And all these things right here. All these guys. She's doing good with her growth tiers here. Well, our geothermal generator had broken down, and I'm glad that I had some backup power here with wind and solar especially. Because that was way more reliable. So I think I may, I'll make another geothermal if I need to over here. And then I'll supplement with solar if I need to. Animal beds. How many do we have? Quite a lot. Quite a lot of animals we have here. We have 6 donkeys, a rhinoceros. So I think we have somewhere around 20, actually. So 20 beds. We just need to make a whole bunch of beds. Let's do them out of cloth. It's 24 beds. Whenever they're built. They're 40 each. Yeah, so that's going to be a bunch of resources. Like 960. We only have 340. Zyph is on a fire starting spree. In the kitchen? Wait. Whoa. What are you thinking you're doing right now? No. Oh, Zega will not firefight. Why won't Zega firefight, actually? Because they were a medical assistant. She grew up helping her parents in an infirmary, treating the cascade of horrific burns from the battlefields. She was left with a lifelong fear of fire. Okay, so Zega can't do that. Who are we gonna get? Martin? No. I mean, Tiffy. You kind of just follow him around and, yeah, just do that. Can you put out fires, Tiffy? Yes, you can. Phil. Oh, right. Let's check Phil. Okay, so Phil with this new Archotech leg went from being able to move at 41% to now moving at 86%. So he's basically a normal movement speed. Zyph, you're being very annoying. I mean... Zyph is no longer on a fire starting spree. Good. Is it out of your system? Good. Look at Fluff with this helmet. She looks crazy. I don't know why she's traipsing around with that donkey. What is she doing with that? She has... So Fluff dragged that donkey around and look at all this animal filth. Look at all of it. It's all over the place. Good thing she didn't go to the hospital. You're cleaning that up when you get back. All right, while they're doing their caravan, I want to take care of something I've been wanting to do for a while. Let's look at the tailoring. Now we want to make, what do we want to do? We want to make pants for everybody, duster, t-shirt, sash. There's multiple things that we can make. I think everything I just said is good. Pants, t-shirt, sash. Let's make it out of Devil Strand. Right? Okay. So a sash will give 14% armor against sharpness, 3.6 against blunt. But cloth is 3.6 against sharp. So that's why I wanted to do Devil Strand. Okay, so Devil Strand for that. It says do it until you have X. Do it until we have 2. We're going to do it until we have 4. And then it'll pause. And then it'll unpause when we hit 2. So we'll kind of always have some getting worked on. So 4 and 2 and Devil Strand. That's for the sash. For the duster, I don't think we need to pause while we're doing this. For the duster, we're going to do the same thing. 4 and 2. also Devil Strand, but let's look at what this does as far as armor. 42% against sharpness. Okay, so this is much better. Now the thing that this doesn't do is there's no flak jacket. I think I need to build those separately. And this is the outer layer. The sash is the middle layer that covers the torso. Pants is the skin layer. Covers the left and right leg. And the t-shirt is probably the inner layer or something for the torso. The skin layer for the torso. Okay. Now, Phil actually should be the one that would do that, I think. It's just that I have him prioritized to do handling, so he's always busy with the animals. Oh, you know what? Taylor is actually a separate category. So that's why he does growing. Okay, we're going to switch that and then he'll start making them. This whole field is hay grass. It's probably too much, but I'd rather have too much than too little for these guys, because what I really want to do is I want to have them in this pen. And that's it. Like, they don't need to roam around. You know, unless something weird happens. Okay, it's good to see this is all sown, ready to go. Corn is all sown, ready to go. So is rice. Martin's been busy. What is he sowing now, though? Oh, the last of the hay. Andra. Why haven't they left yet? A hunting worksite. There's lizard skin and pemmican. Oh, that's an easy one. Only one person is there. I want this to be very accessible. So I'm doing a whole bunch of doors accessible from that side. From this side, the outer layer of the base, we're gonna do sandstone. No, we'll do granite doors. Yeah, we'll match the thing here. Do we need as many doors? Probably not. But why not, you know? Okay, they met peacefully with the caravan from Urkamro Pact. Let's trade to see if they have anything that we want. We don't have any money with us, so who cares? But we could always try to sell things. No, they don't have anything we want. Okay. Turn right back around. We'll take back slate and marble. And then I think I'm going to do one more run for marble, and then that's it. I'm going to leave the rest of the marble. I say that now, but we'll see what happens. Wow, Martin's doing great. I actually think Tiffy is helping out a lot. Yeah, look, she's over here, so that really helps. She must be level 2 by now. Yeah, there she is, level 2 for plants. They're back already. Good. Oh, wow. Phil made all this clothing already. Wait a second. So why is nobody wearing it then? Let's look at our clothing policy. Apparel policies. We're gonna say new policy. We're gonna name it Devil Strand outfit. And we're gonna say, okay, we're gonna clear everything except duster, t-shirt, sash, and pants. Is that how this works? I think so. You can force them to wear other things, but for just a general outfit, this is what we're going to do. And then we want it to be 51% and above. Because otherwise I think it's tattered. Maybe it's 50, but I'm just going to say 51. If they wear tattered, they get unhappy. So close that. It's going to say, hey, Martin, wear the Devil Strand. And let's see if, how he reacts to that. His overall armor is 2.8%. Oh, he's already taken things off. So 2.8% for sharpness. It was like barely anything for blunt and nothing for heat. Barely anything for heat. Is he watching television? Yeah, okay. Well, go ahead, watch it. I knew we were going to go through a lot of Devil Strands, so I'm glad I have all this. It just takes a long time to grow. Oh, and then you know what we're going to do? This is an experiment. So we're going to get Martin. He's going to wear all this stuff. Where is it? Apparel Policy Devil Strand outfit. So wait, he's wearing something, but he hasn't taken it off. Because the pants that he has on now are 58%. How can I tell him to only wear Devil Strand? I don't think you can. Let me just double check that. Duster. Yeah, you can't. You could say what they are supposed to wear, but you can't say that they can't wear a certain material. Huh. Well, regardless, I'm going to force him to wear it. That's not the way I wanted to do this, though. I might just have to, like, ban everything else that's in the column in Hope here. There's some pants. Pants and a duster. There he is. Okay, so but what I wanted to do is I want to get him to I want to make it his color that he likes. He likes, it doesn't say what the name of the color is, but I don't know, it looks like a teal to me. Oh, okay. It's that right there. Wait, I don't want to... Oh, his hair. Okay, so I didn't realize this. Let me reset. So I could actually... That's all of his hair. That's why he looks gray. It's like black. So you could change his hair. You could change his beard style. I'm not interested in doing any of this kind of stuff. Face tattoo, body tattoo, apparel color. It has a little heart next to it. If I change that and change that, it requires 2 dye. Except he's getting the dye. He's going to this little station here. He dyed his duster. He's dyeing his pants now. And there you go. Now, does that make him happy? He's wearing his favorite color. It says, I just love this color. And he has +1 happiness. It's only 2 pieces out of his 4 that he can wear. So I wonder if that amount goes up, but he's happy because he's wearing his favorite color. He's sewing all this. Okay, we got a really good groove going here when it comes to this being sewn. Devil Strand is going to be needed. I think this amount that I have here is actually going to be needed. Reg is about to break, so we're going to take him out of the caravan. Go do something else. If he's so unhappy, why is he not doing something? He's in recreation mode. Oh, his groin is uncovered. I shouldn't have my private parts hanging out, he says. Well, I agree. Go put on some clothes. Let's assign you a different policy here. There's pants literally right here. What are you wearing now? You have pants on at least? Okay, good. Okay, this room has been cleared out. Oh, there's more collapsed rocks. Wonder when Andra and Phil are gonna get married. You know, Andra's been away. I've accidentally kept them separated for the last, like, year. That wasn't very nice of me. Okay, well, I'd like to finish up this room. It's going to take barely anything once we're able to focus on it. I'd like to finish up this pen, which is actually nearly there. They won't have beds, because I really don't have enough cloth to do it, but they're getting there. Oh no, I hit clear all there by mistake. Okay, so I hit clear all on this stockpile by mistake. Well, we gotta figure it out now. So I don't want food in here. I knew that already. Manufactured items. Textiles. Yeah, manufactured items are good, except we don't want medicine or drugs. Raw resources, no. Items can go in here, yep. Not weapons. Okay, that wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be, but I've probably missed something. Apparel. Where can apparel go? I don't want it in the armory. And I also don't want it here because it's too much. It'll be too much there. Since I want to have a good stockpile of it. Where would I want to put that? Clothing. It will be armor and stuff, so maybe I'll just make it like this for now. Oh, he's finally harvesting the Squirrelin pod. So it is, you know, I do need to take this as a lesson to just kind of leave them alone sometimes. That Squirrelin pod, we're going to plant it though. And where we plant it is going to be kind of nuts. Doesn't like to be around a building or structure of any kind, so it needs that amount of area kind of just free. I think if I put it over here, it'll be fine next to this farm area. So why don't we just do it right here? maybe I'll buffer the wall. So I'll put it right here. I don't want it to overwrite. It was growing Groenland moss. So I'm not going to put it right there. I'm going to put it where it was prior, which is right here. And we'll deconstruct that other stuff. So let's think about where we want to put this. What's underneath here? Concrete. We need to see what's underneath here. If it's not dirt, I don't want to put it there. Is it sand? It's sand. Okay, I'm glad that I'm looking. This should be dirt, though. Okay, there's the line of dirt. Okay. All I needed to see. Where'd that little seed go? There it is. We're gonna plant it right there. I think right there. Or there. I thought I told them to go on a caravan, didn't I? Did I lose track of it? Let's see. I must have. I thought that I told them to go on a caravan. You know what? We're going to take a bunch of people and make it the one last trip. And they all can carry a little bit. We're going to leave Zyph here. And maybe we'll leave Galvin. Yeah, go. Watch them gather all of these guys. Is Tiffy just watching, or is she actually planting? She's planting cacti. I see what I did last time with the caravan. Reg was close to a mental break, so I wanted to take him out of the caravan, but I actually canceled the caravan. He's now going around throwing a tantrum because he's mad. He's breaking stuff. Of course. Okay. He broke a power conduit. How do I repair that? Wait, did he really break a power conduit? He's just going around breaking things. I gotta fix all that. I have to start making like a spot where we're gonna arrest them if they get in this kind of state. Shaman merchant from Irkamro Pact. Is there anything that makes you walk faster than 100%? That can't be, right? Zyf's actually having trouble keeping up making food for all these people. So, you know what? Does Tiffy want to also be a cook? Maybe she does. Maybe she's a cook and a farmer. This may be a bad idea, but to give her some skill, I think she needs it. Okay, they made it here. Okay. So, one last look. Is there anything we need here? Because I'm ready to just leave. Okay. World. Reform the caravan. We're going here. Except we have everybody. I might just take all the marble. That's 733 marble. Seems like a shame to leave the rest, but I am done with this area. Okay, that area is now gone. Finally going back. Everybody's going to be back home. Mission accomplished. Oh, these guys. Zyph has no social skill at all. Galvin has 0. Reg will not do it. Tiffy is the only one that has any social. So Tiffy, you are going to be... You're going to negotiate for us. They have neutroamine, which I need, so I'm going to take that all. That's the only I don't think you can harvest that anywhere. It only comes from vendors, and you need that to make medicine. I'm selling the psychic animal pulsar. I don't care about it. A marble small sculpture? No. Nope. Rice made that, so we're going to keep that. I think we're good. We'll sell that calf. We have a lot of cows. And I'll buy maybe 20 gold just in case I need it to build something. Now, will Andra and Phil be excited to see each other? Right. Let them do their thing, and I think that Zayg will probably finish this next. I expanded the Devil Strand zone. The dromedary is wandering away. See if anybody goes and gets him. I would think Phil would. It's going to be either Phil or Andra. But Phil's playing chess, and Andra's looking through a telescope. Here's Martin. Martin got him. Okay, I want Martin to wear this t-shirt. And we're going to change the color. Alright, change the style of the apparel to your favorite. Accept. You're currently at +1 happiness because of wearing your favorite color. Now we're adding another piece. Still +1. Okay, well maybe it's more the more you get, but still, one's better than nothing. Rice is almost done researching this multi-analyzer, which is huge. That increases learning speed. Or research speed, sorry. Sega's being really lazy. He's so fast at sowing fields now. Multi-analyzer has been researched. Okay. What does it look like? I have a feeling it's going to be too big for this area, and I'm going to have to redo my whole research area. What would it be under? There it is, miscellaneous. Multi-analyzer. Increases research speed when placed near high-tech research bench. Yeah, it's of a significant size, which means we need to move our research area. Or, wait a second here. Maybe we don't need this to be a hallway. Let me think about this. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking. The multi-analyzer needs to go like here because we're gonna have two different research tables. So it'll actually impact both of them. If it goes there, then that blocks the whole hallway. If I get rid of the hallway, do I need to get rid of the hallway? Actually, I could put it right there. And then I could build a wall where this door is. It's not gonna look very good, but let's see. I put one like that. One like that, actually. What would that be? That would be 5 by 7. 5 by 7 room. I think I can do that and just get rid of this hallway. I kind of liked having this hallway because it was like if it was a little bit closer, they would use that. But this hallway right here is just as efficient. It's fine. We're gonna get rid of that door. And these right here. We're actually gonna build this right now. When Zaga gets up. I want to see how this works out. We're being raided by the Ghoul-Oink. How many? They're attacking immediately. Where are they? Okay, wait a second. I think I know what's happening. I said for it to zoom in, jump to the location, and look at that shadow. A drop pod is incoming. It says it on the bottom left. Zaga needs to run. We're actually going to kind of move everybody out to assess what's happening here. Like get them in defensive positions. Reg. Andra, you're finally around for a fight. You haven't been around lately. Zyph, let's get you here too. And Galvin. Galvin, you're fine to do whatever you're doing. Bluff, let's get you somewhere. You have a revolver, you're good. So I think they're going to drop right here and then unload. Yep. Okay. Can we get Bill right in that doorway? I really don't think that's smart. Where's Andra? She was here, okay. Are they gonna pop out? Yeah, okay. He has an auto pistol. I'm gonna put Andra right here. Doorway. Reg is gonna go here. Bill's gonna go there at the doorway. I wish Fluff wasn't doing what she's doing, but yeah, you can melee. What's your melee? Only 2. Andra, you should not be meleeing. You need to melee. we killed the 2. Phil, you wanna? Reg is hurt. We're gonna get him rested in there. Fluff is okay. She's high on go juice. She's been... Fluff. I forgot to disallow the go juice and she's been going there and injecting it. Oh, Fluff. Phil and Andra will take care of this. Zyph, go back to whatever. Martin, same thing. Actually, Martin, go ahead. Come out here and see if you can help out real quick. But Fluff is going to help Reg as soon as Reg is in the bed. Why didn't Andra move? Okay. Did Andra get hurt? Her stomach got hurt a little. Okay, Reg, are you okay now? Yeah, Reg is alright. Fluff is fixing Reg. And now is fixing Andra. Alright, they're all okay. Zega, don't think I forgot. You need to deconstruct this, okay? They had 348 silver on them. Okay. I actually guess I didn't know that they could just drop in like that. All right, Zega has done it. Now, while he's doing that, I want to make... Do I have more steel? There's no way I only have 230. No, where's my steel? Well, we'll just have to plan it out, so we don't actually need to do it. We want one like that. Another one like that. We'll put the bookshelf right here. So we are going to reinstall that right here. And then the other multi-analyzer thing we want right there. There's going to be a wall and there's going to be a door right here. Don't deconstruct that. We actually need that wall. And we're going to put a wall there. So this will be the research room. Actually, no, I do need that deconstructed. All right. So we are going to make another research table here. We'll move this one there. If we really wanted to be crazy, we could do another one like that, but let's not be crazy right now. I don't foresee us having 2 research tables always running. We need to research something real quick, so let's just see. How about we do, we wanted to do fabrication, didn't we? Was it? No, something else. It was, let's do fabrication. We can't yet because we need the multi-analyzer. Got it. So multi-analyzer lets you be able to do all of this. Got it. Okay, so this right here looks kind of... Wait, let's read... What is this? Biosculpting. We can make a biosculpting pod, an immersion pod full of bioactive gel. It can perform a variety of biological alterations, including age reversal and pleasure giving. The pod biotunes to its user at the end of a cycle. While biotuned, it cannot be used by anyone else, but cycles will complete 25% more quickly. What does it actually do for you? It reverses age, okay, fine, but... What's this next thing I just saw? Bioregeneration. This will heal old scars, regenerate small lost body parts like fingers and toes, and cures other ailments. Oh, wow. I don't want to get distracted by that, but that's pretty useful for us. Let's make flak armor. We're gonna research flak armor because I know that we're gonna need that. And I don't know. I actually kind of want to do the biosculpting now. Long range mineral scanner. That's the thing we wanted because we wanted to be able to deep drill. And the ground penetrating scanner. Yep. Because we want to be able to find things like steel and that sort of thing. Let's do the long range mineral scanner. Researching. Okay. So we have people wearing clothing now. We have a whole bunch getting made. This room is getting built. Is there an issue with the roof? We want to build a roof. Yeah, we want to build a roof like that. There we go. I think what I'll do at some point is I'll put like a solar panel here and like one battery inside and have one light in here so that they don't walk more. I think they walk more slowly in the dark. Or they just don't like being in the dark. All right, and this pen is, we have to complete it. We said we can complete it. Come on, Zega. That's it. The pen is complete. Tiffy's going to be cooking. Tiffy's doing great. She's learning a lot. Everything has been sown here. Our food level is decent. Corn is probably ready to be harvested pretty soon. Probably another 2 days. Rice is on its way. We have some hay up here. We're probably going to get rid of this pen next episode. And we got to just move things like wood. They're actually doing it right now, moving this wood and blocks down to here. I do not want Nutriamine up here, so I'm going to make sure I go in and get rid of that. Well, since I saw that, what other Nutriamine kind of things are there? Manufactured stuff. Okay, no, that's it. That's fine. I want the Nutriamine down here in the medical area. Okay. So we accomplished quite a bit. Pen is created. Sewing is done. That one area that we had over here is gone. We transferred over 3,000 granite blocks, 3,000 slate, something like 1,500 marble over the last couple episodes. We have these 2 prisoners with us that they're going to be leaving pretty soon. Let's see, when do they leave? 9 days. They were here for 14 already. And that is great. And we guys just finished. We have 12 people. So we're going to try to make 12 bedrooms. This run right here is 6. We're going to do another 6 right here. And then we'll make a little barracks and a little prison over here. But that's going to be it for this episode. Be sure to subscribe for more inane babblings. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.